Ta-da! We are in. Hi, this is Dr. Wright. This officially starts our first Media Monday on Blab. Media Mondays, for those of you who are instant star maker, my stars, my Showtime Media Academy, my HLIC ladies, everybody, everybody who's talking about media. This is where we're going to meet. We're going to meet here on Blab, and so I'll be sending out the link every week, and we'll be having rotating seats, which is really cool, which means you can come, drop in, share what you're doing, share some questions. We're going to talk, and we're going to have some fun, and we have some cool giveaways. So this is our first one. I'm hoping a lot more people can join us. We do Media Mondays from 7 to 8 p.m. So this is not going to be a marathon. It's just going to be an hour. Letitia Nicole is on. She says, hello. Letitia Nicole, there's an open seat, and you are welcome to get that seat. We are doing great tonight. Wasn't this easy, Melissa?
Yes, it was. Very easy. I am loving Blab.
It is amazing how this is like all works together so great, and so I'm happy to be a part of this. It's really easy. I meet a lot of great people. You can meet people from all over the world. Have you guys met? Tell us a little bit about the Blab that you've been doing, Melissa.
We just finished our Blab at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time today, and it was amazing. We had over 35 people that was on, and we met someone from Canada, from Virginia, from South Carolina, from North Carolina, and from different parts of the world. We had one person, I believe, from the UK, and it's interesting because it's like, we're on and we don't know who is joining us, and they're so friendly, and they're open to the conversation. And one lady that we met today from Virginia actually been following us, and we didn't even know. And she invited us, is inviting us to come over in January. She has over 250 ladies that's waiting for us to share the HLIC movie at a theater near her. So it's funny, you never know who's following you. So we are excited. Every Monday at 6:30 p.m. we do our Blab, and it's just a community, just looking for different HLICs all over the world to come share their stories.
That's awesome, and that's the thing. Take a Blab offline and create an offline relationship from here. So welcome, Letitia Nicole. She's also one of my HLIC ladies. So glad to have you.
Hi.
And I want to say hi. Yeah,
yes, we can.
We can. The one thing about Blab, it works really well when you use your headphones. So all of you guys, if you want to jump on, please do go ahead and put on headphones, even if you're using like the little ones for your phone, because the sound does bounce. So headphones are absolutely a necessity to make it all work better. I want to say hi to Solid Foundation. We've got another open seat, Solid Foundation, if you would like to come in. And also, I just want to ask everybody, as you come in, hit the little tell the little bird button and let everybody know you're here with me, you're here hanging out. And this is a new manifestation of Media Mondays, and we're going to be talking about media. I'm Dr. Letitia Wright. I'm the host of the Right Place television show, but I'm also the director of Showtime Media Academy, where we teach professionals how to use the media. So if you don't have my really cool using the media, whoops, she's gone. I guess she'll be back. If you don't have my really cool guide on how to use the media, you can text and get it. Just text Blab to 909, and I'm going to put this in the chat room really quick. 909, I'm learning this number too, 320-2230. So if you text the word Blab to that number, you can get a free report on how to use the media. Today's topic was, it looks backwards on there, but it says 7 ways to get into the media. 7 ways to get into the media. And not only am I going to share with you 7 ways for you to get into the media as a business professional, but we've also got some people who have done it. Melissa just shared with me today A magazine article that the picture of her last event was in. So, I mean, it's about making connections. Hey, Don, welcome to Media Mondays, and you are welcome to have a seat. Hopefully, Letitia Nicole will be back soon. But Melissa, talk a little bit about how cool was it? How did it feel to see your photo in the magazine?
First, it was breathtaking for me because it's just like, just coming out of the world premiere on August 26th from the Head Ladies in Charge movie, and to see that we're featured in a magazine, it was like, wow. I mean, I'm not saying that we've made it, but it's just great to see that your hard work had paid off. And not only but myself, but we had Dr. Wright that was in the actual magazine with us, and four other cast members that joined us in that featured magazine. It was great, a great write-up by the editor and the chief of the extra magazine, and it was, I mean, to me, it's an experience that that can always be, used as an edifier for you as a in business.
Really
So
cool.
it was cool. It was really cool.
Good. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Just want to say hi to Street Prep. Street Prep just joined us. Street Prep, if you'd like to get into the hot seat and say hello, you're welcome to do so. Tell us about you, what you're doing in the media. This is about media and how to use it as a business professional. So this is what we call Media Mondays. Media Mondays. And she's at work, or he's at work. I don't know if you're he or she, but they're at work. So okay, shh. Everybody don't talk too loud so they don't get busted at work. I understand. I'm at work too. All right. And hello to Toya Hamlet. How are you? You can join the open seat. The seat is available for you, especially if you have some questions about media, how it works for anybody. Let's see. One Don Stevens said, I had to switch my blab from solid foundation, but I'm still listening and working. Okay, so you've got two blab IDs. So I think that's kind of cool, because I'm thinking about that for crowdfunding. My hair is all over the place. For crowdfunding versus the media things that I talk about. So two IDs might be cool. So I'm going to try to follow you, Don, on both of those so we know where you are. But I'm glad you're listening at work. I appreciate you guys. All the people sneaking in at work, we love you. That is awesome. They are sneaking in from work. Hello. I think we have one more person. And she says hi to you, Melissa. Toya winning.
Toya
winning. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Toya.
Hogan Productions just joined. Hello, Hogan Productions. Hey, there is an open seat for you. So we're talking about media, 7 ways for authors to book shows and to get media attention. Melissa was just talking about magazines. So I just want to take a second to talk about magazines while we wait for somebody to get the open seat. So with magazines, it can be a little bit tough because they usually plan months ahead of time. But there are some last minute openings. And so there are some things you can do to be ready for a last minute opening. And one of the reasons why I started Showtime Media Academy is because I had a friend of mine who was really trying to bring a lot of attention to her business. She was trying to bring, she's a baker, and she was just really trying to bring all this attention. She had opened a really small bakery, but she's trying to get started. So this is what she had money for. She only had money for a small place. She didn't have money for a gigantic place. She had fresh bread every day. She had breakfast stuff. She was doing cakes. She was doing the whole thing. And then she decided to go towards desserts. And so she really wanted to make desserts her thing, and chocolate cakes. And so when you came in, no matter what time of day you came in, you could get a dessert. So there was some donuts, but there was cake and not the cheese quiche, but I don't know. I'm not a big dessert person. What's your favorite dessert, Melissa?
Chocolate brownies. Love chocolate with some vanilla ice cream. Yeah.
With vanilla ice cream. Okay, so she's brown. She's all the all the gooey pastries, all the stuff you guys love. But she was trying to get some attention for it. And she kept going for the cooking magazines. And so what would happen is that in May, she would send out a press release to the cooking magazines talking about spring and Mother's Day stuff. And she would never get picked up. And she just could not understand that. And then, in September, she would say, this is the back to school sandwich breads, and she wouldn't get picked up. And Thanksgiving, she would send them a press release, in November, and she would say, hey, this is what's going to be hot for Thanksgiving. This is what you can serve and all this kind of stuff. Thanksgiving is really the only time I like fully on cook. I like seriously cook. I make stuffing, but I make the bread 2 days before. So I make stuffing fresh bread. I mean, I really go there. Other than that, I'm kind of like, don't cook that much. But Thanksgiving, I do the thing. So so she was talking about that in November. She couldn't understand why she wasn't getting picked up. And here's the thing is that magazines are usually months ahead of time. And if you don't go months ahead of time with information, like now we're recording this, it's September. If you're not talking about Christmas stuff, you're going to miss out. And she didn't understand the principle. And that is exactly why I started Showtime Media Academy, so people can have an understanding of how media works and how they can use it. So if you go to ShowtimeMediaAcademy.com or you text the number, it's 909-320 2230 and get the guide. This will help you with stuff like that. It's little things like that. It wasn't that her idea was bad, it's that she did not understand timing. And that's exactly why I set that up. So I'm going to put the number back in there. Who else we got? We just, let's see, the Pink Cassie, the Pink Cassie, okay. She says to Melissa Lambert, wow, I'm glad I got in this blab. Thanks. So she's one of your friends.
No, I don't know her yet, Dr. Wright. I will be friending her, though.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. If you want to friend either of us, there's a little person by our name at the top, and you can click that, and we can automatically be connected. So you don't have to leave and go to Twitter or anything. That's how this works. So if you'd like to hop into the open seat and share some information, I'll be happy to talk with you. Definitely add your picture. What else we got going? We've got 16 people who have been watching this, so hey. And all of you guys that are in the chat room, please go over to the other side, click Tell a Little Bird, and that will send a note out to other people letting you know who you're here with and who's speaking and what we're doing. So I'd love to have you guys. So any questions? I know the guys at work, we're trying to pretend that we're all working. The guys at work might want to put a question on the side. I'm going to try to read this as a side. The Pink Cassie says, hey, love this topic since I'm writing my first book. That's awesome. Where are you in the writing process? That's what we want to know. Because I do want to share all of that. And she says she wishes she could jump in, but her kids are still up, which I understand. You don't want all the... Wait a minute. Where's your baby, Melissa? Nah, just kidding.
She's asleep. She is asleep. My 3-year-old is in the bed. Okay.
Yeah, so all of us are not that lucky. The Pink Cassie says she's in the draft area. So let's talk about timing on that. So one of the ways that you can get into magazines with your book is to make sure your timing is right. So you want to put it ahead of time. You're in the draft process. You kind of have it in mind, I'm sure, when you think you're going to be finished with your book. Melissa, you have a book too, right?
Yeah, I've published 3 books. 2 is personally of my own, and the third one was a collaboration book. My first book was 8 Steps to a New You. Second book is Open Your Mouth and Speak, and the collaboration book is the Proverbs 31 Woman. So, and it was to be honest with you, through this movement, I'm able to see actually how I can manifest and market my book. So, meaning through HLIC. So, through Dr. Wright, teaching and leadership, learning how to it's really selling yourself. Marketing is really branding and selling yourself. So, those 3 books are my, go-to books where I can actually always collect some extra income on. So, yes, the drafting stage is a crucial stage, but once you get out of that stage, it gets fun.
Right. And it's not just that the timing is right, because it's also about moving forward ahead of time. So when you're about to be finished, you really want to start your PR. You really want to start using the media before the book comes out, so that you have a hungry audience in waiting for that book. I believe in fishing in a hungry pond. You guys can write that down. I believe in fishing in a hungry pond. I want to talk to people who want what I have, who need, not just need, but want, because you can't give people stuff they need even though they don't want it. You can't do it. So you've got to give people what they want, or package what they need in a way of what they want. But fishing in a hungry pond, this way you create the hungry pond, you create all of that with you. So just want to welcome, Letitia Nicole's back. Her seat is still open. Hopefully she's gonna come back with us and hang out. Toya says, yes, I'm in a collab app, about to be in another. Need to complete my own. I am also a reigning queen, and need to promote my fresh platform. Absolutely. You have got to have a book as nothing
like your own.
Nothing like your own book, and maybe even your own business documentary. That's another thing I specialize in, is creating a movie that has to do with you and how you got there. So maybe that's it too. So you got to think about that. But fishing in a hungry pond is what you want to do. Anyone else that wants to click the open seat, you can click it after the first person comes in, then the next person will come in. It kind of works really smooth. And then you just click the X at the top when you want to leave your seat. So Don Stevens says, yes, I love the idea of a documentary. Very good. Well, we can always talk about that. Let me put my office number in there, 909-235-9744. I have 2 ways that I do documentaries. I do your own personal documentary, and then we also do a collaborative documentary. So we're about to start Rise of the Womanpreneur. I'm really excited about that. And it's about breaking that glass ceiling and going to your top. And so if you'd like to be a part of that, give me a call and we can share about that. So, I think Letitia Nicole fell off again. Oh well, we're gonna get her. We're gonna get her some kind of way. Anyway, the seats are open. Let me just read this side. Do you recommend a book tour for a self-published or new writer? Okay, I'm going to answer that question, but what I want to know from Melissa, did you do a book tour on your other books?
Yes, my first book, 8 Steps to a New You, I hired a publicist who I hired a manager who had me on tour for about 18 months, and I toured the entire state, and I went to one country, one island, with the actual book, and after it was amazing. I mean, to meet all those people, you were just living in hotel after hotel. Sometimes I was booked for the entire weekend to do a full speaking engagement, or after speaking engagement they will do a breakout session. So I did do a book tour. Most of my books, I did also do a book launch. It's very important. What I did, for me per se, I'm an executor. I don't do anything that's not done in less than 30 days. And so while my book is in the process, I'm already speaking to my marketing team and my event planner to plan for my book launch, because that's when you really go live, and that's when you find people that is looking for you to come speak, looking for you to share your book. So the tour is amazing, but get off the ground first, start in your hometown and do your launch, and then do some signings, and then go start traveling and put yourself on at least a year tour. You will enjoy it as long as you have the time scheduled.
Very good. She says that's some wonderful tips. And let's just, while we're talking about it, tell us about the launch. Because I did not know you then, so I did not get to experience it. I know what you do in a movie launch, and that's no joke, but but I wasn't there when you did your book launch. So tell us about that.
My book launch was a very intimate setting. We had about 65 people that came. It sounds like a lot for intimate, but it was, I wanted a small group of people. It was held in a restaurant. And prior to that event, prior to going to that level, we did do some marketing. Our marketing consists of, a press release. We also send out as much private invitation as possible that we needed to send out. And for all the what I did for me, I'm all about numbers. So we included the ticket. We did a ticket price. I did a ticket price, which everyone received the book for the ticket price. So that's what I did. So I can know that if I ordered 150 books, I know that 65 is already gone due to the fact that the ticket sale. So when it was not just a free event because I fed the people. I entertained them. We did have a person that came in and entertained and sang. I had a host for the event. I had a photographer, hired photographer, so I can maximize the leverage of that event. So I can post. Social media is so crucial. So my event was not just a small event. We made sure that after the event was completed, I was able to meet, have contacts. And I didn't just invite my friends, family, and coworkers. I invited people that I know that would take me to another level, which is people from the community at large, different leaders, different authors themselves, different pastors that can invite me to come to their church and speak. And now for those also, I did send out invitation. I know some of them, did not attend, but what I did was still follow up with my press release and with those pictures from the event and with a small YouTube clip that was put together so we can, then reach out to let them know that it was completed and it was a success. And I would like to see how we can work together in the future. So the launch-in, was executed accordingly to help leverage the next year of my me moving into going out and speaking in different states and in my own community.
Wow. Toya says, crazy smart. I host events, but ticket pricing has been iffy. Follow up, that's great. So I think everybody is pretty excited about your strategy. I think that's a really winning strategy. And I know it's a winning strategy because she's repeated that strategy and it's been successful each time, rinse and repeat. And so that is really awesome. Letitia speaks. You can take this seat, just click the box and there it goes. And boom, here we are. We're going to get her on. Hopefully she won't fall off this time. It's all new. She says, I'm going to try again. We're going to try till we don't give up. It is really nice to see people execute something and get it done. It's really exciting and it's a lot of promise. I don't know why people don't think of these sort of ideas, but they're brilliant. And you can do it. So the seat is, I clicked the yes. So just as long as you have your webcam ready and your audio ready, it should be good to go. All of you guys, if you appreciated what Melissa had to say, tap those little hands and give her some love. Let's get her over 400.
Oh, thank you.
Let's give her some love because that was amazing. What she just shared. I can kind of hear Letitia Nicole, but I don't know what's going on. So, but we do have 4 seats. So anybody else who would like a seat, tap the seat and you can get it. Also, do me a favor, make sure that you're clicking the Tell a little bird. Okay. Oh, I know what it is. Letitia Nicole, it does not work on Safari. You need to open up Google Chrome or Firefox. And that's for everybody watching. If you are using Safari on your Mac, you've got to switch over to Google Chrome, or you've got to switch over to Firefox. It's okay. It's all new. It's all new. So I'm kind of giving you
I'm on
lessons on how it
Firefox.
all works. So you got to use Firefox. Good Lord, I hope you're not using Internet Explorer. That's like, come on, Grandpa, get out of your cage. Don't use Internet Explorer. But it does not work for Safari yet. So that might be it. So switch to a different browser. Let's see. Anybody else on there that's not at work? Shh. We won't tell that you were at work. Not at work. And we're going to see one call in. Boom! There you go.
There she go.
There you go. So if you click the little green person on there and you're in the chat room, you can follow her. So make sure you click the Melissa's is yellow, and oops,
Letitia,
and
we lost
Letitia's
you
is
again.
green. She's coming back. She's not totally gone.
Okay,
And then we have one more open seat. So if you're watching online and you're not sneaking at work, Alex, welcome. Alex just joined. We're welcome to open a seat. We just talked about some killer strategies. I'm trying to go over 7, but I don't know if we're gonna get to go over 7. But if any of you do need the media resource guide, I'll give you the chat room link. And the chat room link is Showtime Media Academy. This is called Showtime Media Academy. And you can go there, sign up for free, and get the media resource guide. Welcome.
I'm here again. Here I go again.
Okay. Let's give her some props for never giving up. Letitia Nicole gets the Never Giving Up Award. She never gave up, not once.
No, never will.
So say hello to Alex. Alex, do you have any questions for anybody? Alex is in the chat room. And the seat is open. A lot of people are sneaking at work, so that's kind of cool. I feel all like we're doing espionage. So Letitia Nicole, working with the media, you're very comfortable speaking. You speak a lot of places. What advice would you give people? You're also an experienced author. These authors are really trying to get their attention out there. They're really trying to get people to pay attention to what they're doing. There are something like 800 books that come out every single day, that are published every single day. So what would you say to people that are really trying to make that happen?
Well, the best thing I can tell you is to be yourself. Be yourself, be authentic. That way your tribe, the people that are connected to you, your generation, can connect with you. And just go out. Don't take no as failure. You know, you're gonna hear a lot of no's. It's okay. You're gonna hear a lot of no's. I heard a lot of no's, and it's okay. But that one yes will catapult you to where you need to be and get you to the people that you need to be in front of. Hey, look at me. I'm with Dr. Letitia Wright. I mean, look at me.
And let's talk about just Blab overall. What's your experience with it? Is this easy or what?
This is easy. This is awesome. This is awesome. The first time I experienced Blab was about 5-6 days ago, about a week ago. And I got on Blab, and I promise you, I was crying with strangers. We were sharing stories. I was telling secrets. I'm like, yeah, I'm ADHD. I can't concentrate. I mean, we're just crying together. It was great. It was wonderful. I mean, it was cleansing and everything. It was great. So I made some Blab friends.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, I think for a lot of these, you got to be ADHD, or a lot of the social media, you've got to be, you develop ADHD if you don't do that. Lots of Blab friends from all over the world. Any other questions, and any questions that you guys want to ask them? Letitia, explain. Let's talk about your book. What's your book about?
Okay. Well, I'll start first with Speak Life. Speak Life is a 100-day devotional where you can speak life to your finances, to your career, to your business, to your relationships, where you learn how it's so important. You have the power of life and death in your tongue. Those that live will eat its fruit. So it teaches you how to use your words to actually change your atmosphere, and change your mind, and change your life. That's bestseller on Amazon. I'm really excited about.
Sometimes we have a little bit of lag. It's okay. It'll work out. It'll work out. Sometimes it's a little bit of lag. We've got a poor internet signal from you, so you might have to start again.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We can't see you, but we can hear you. So go ahead. The audio is working fine. I think we can barely hear you. What we'll do is we'll get you to reconnect. How about that? We'll get you to reconnect because I'm not sure. Also, too, you guys in the chat room, you might as well get used to this. Dr. Wright can spell very well. Dr. Wright cannot type. So there are a lot of typos when I am sending you notes because I don't type well at all. I never officially learned to type. So my typing is kind of jacked up. Okay, we're going to get her back in there. It says, who would you recommend for self-publishing? Considering Create Space, but any recommendations? Well, you know, Create Space does a great job in terms of the do-it-yourself because you can hire from a menu. You can hire the editor. You can hire the book physical editor. There's an editor for the book, like to make sure everything fits in the book, right? And then there's an editor for the content. Those are two different people. And then you could also, from Create Space, get the person who makes the cover of your book. And you can do all of that. Currently, I work with Peak Performers Institute, and so what we do is we have a whole team. We have the book shepherd, we have the graphics team, and we have everybody that puts everything together for the person. And we also create some great branding for you. So we do something that's a little more involved in terms of really getting into your business. So if you'd love to talk to me about that, I'll definitely can connect you with our Peak Performers team. But Create Space is a good choice. And what about you, Melissa? Did you have any recommendations?
I go with Ex Libris. Like all my books is published through Ex Libris. And I think they changed their name, but I can't remember. I have to check again. But Ex Libris, the reason why I went with them as a self-publishing company is that I wanted to make sure I have a good deal, one, but I don't like to, when it comes, I like everything in one spot, and that has a package I can select, and then I just go execute, you know, and it doesn't take them a long time to deliver my product, and they ship internationally. You know, that's really crucial for me, you know, to that, you know, if I have someone in London, in Africa, wherever, they can ship for me. And they have a great marketing team. So a little bit on the expensive side compared to Create Space, but Ex Libris is one of my, the company that I use to do all my stuff.
And sometimes the extra money for the peace of mind is absolutely worth it.
It is so much worth it.
Yeah, I mean, people tease me about being on Sprint, but you know what? When you call customer service, they can fix stuff over the phone. I ain't got to go in. I don't have that kind of time in my life. Okay, so you were asking about the Peak Performers Institute website. This is how Peak Performers works. They do have a website, Peak Performers Institute. However, what you're looking for is not for sale on the site. They take in clients that are referred clients, and they want to know who they're working with. So if you're very serious and would like to explore that, my office phone number is in there. You can call me and you can talk to me about that. Okay. So, but thank you for asking. Okay. So she's so nice. Guess what Pink Cassie asked me, Melissa? She's so considerate. I already know she's a considerate person. You know what she said?
Yes.
I got the number. Are you on the East Coast so I can call you at the proper time? Hey! That's a big deal to me because I am in Los Angeles. I don't think I said that on the broadcast. I am in Los Angeles and I love you guys, but the 5 a.m. calls, they get kind of tough. So I'm in Los Angeles. Call me at the proper time. You are so awesome, Cassie, for even asking that. That's just like amazing because nobody ever asked me that. And I travel a lot. I'm on the East Coast a lot. And one person who he met me on the East Coast and he says, "Where are you from? You're from LA?" I said, "Yes." He said, "But didn't I meet you in DC?" I said, "Well, yeah, there's such things as planes." Just because you met me somewhere doesn't mean that's where I'm from. So, Kathy, you are awesome. You are already 2 points up. Thank you for asking. Yes, I am from Los Angeles, so it's only 7 o'clock, 7:30 here. That's why I'm all energetic. Melissa's like, I can't wait for this girl to turn off the camera so I can go to bed.
10:37.
She's like, I'm over here. She says, I am out. I am out. So yeah, so we do have a lot of East Coast friends though on the line. And so this is really good. Well, we have 18 people for our first one. I really appreciate everybody. And the record, I should start keeping records. The record is Melissa, hands down, 585. I don't know what these are. Push-ups. I like to call them push-ups. She's getting more. She's getting more.
Oh, thank y'all. Oh.
High five.
Look, it's getting up.
I know.
It's
going to 600. Woo! She's gonna hands down. She is the winner for the. I don't know what we call those. I'm gonna call it push-ups. Hands up. Touches. I wish they were hearts like Periscope. That would be cool.
Yeah.
I do like the Periscope hearts, but we're going to do that. So thank you so much for hanging out and being my sidekick. I think we haven't gone over all the 7, but we've gotten a lot tonight. I will say, as an author, make sure that you're creating demand. Make sure that you're creating, lots and lots of demand for what it is you're trying to do. Melissa, did you give info about your event on the 18th?
Yes, if you know of anyone that's in the East Coast around here in New Jersey, New York, Delaware, and Maryland, we are hosting the second movie premiere here in Newark, New Jersey, at the Shaquille O'Neal Theater, that's Cityplex 12 Theater in Newark, on September the 24th at 6 p.m. is the red carpet experience, and then 7 p.m. is the movie showing. You can find all the information on the event at hlicmovie.com. That's hlicmovie.com. I will put that in the chat. Know you're in Florida. Guess what? We can come to Florida. And in Maryland, I see that you're in Maryland. There is an event that will be showing also in Maryland on the 18th. We can get you further information so you can go out and see the show. Healer Alvar Laura. Mm-hmm. So you can definitely see that in Maryland. So yes, New Jersey, it's going to be on the 24th of September in Newark, New Jersey. You can get information by going to hlicmovie.com. Thanks, Dr. Wright.
Okay, and I believe the one that's in Maryland is at Prince George Community College on the 18th.
Yes, it is.
So you need to go ahead and check that out, get some information. I'm sorry, the ladies that are actually hosting that were invited tonight, but they're not here, so I don't have all of the details for you. She said, okay, what is it? I just got here. Sorry, it's our HLIC, Head Ladies in Charge movie premiere. So Ava Laura, it is going to be at Prince George Community College on the 18th. I believe it's around 6 p.m. I'm not sure. You're probably going to have to call and find out, get some more details. But Prince George Community College in Maryland. It's kind of around Laurel. I don't think it's right in Laurel, but it's around Laurel, Maryland. I'm starting to know Maryland pretty well because I'm there all the time. Hi, Chris. Thank you for joining. We're just talking about media, and I was actually opening it up for last questions to see if anybody had any calls. We were talking about the Head Ladies in Charge movie. Ava Laura says, I know where that is. So Ava Laura, you can get some more information on that. And then there is a red carpet in New Jersey on the 24th. So that's kind of close enough for you to come. Chris, did you have any questions, or did you want to hop in the hot seat really quickly before we go? The hot seat is still open. Letitia Nicole has a bad connection. Do you live out in the farm area of North Carolina, Letitia? Where do you live? Are there any houses near you? I don't know. I think she's out in the boondocks. I think she comes to see us so she can be in the city. I think she's way out there. I don't know where she is. She doesn't have a good case. She's at farm.
She's in the farm. Here she
like
goes.
satellite, it reminds me of, I think about, I've never been to Letitia Nicole's house, so this is not fair for me to say this, but when I think about her house or where she lives, I always think about that Farmers Only cartoon. You don't have to be lonely. Have you guys ever seen that? It's farmersonly.com. There's a dating service for farmers. I'm like, how many farmers are there out there that can't find a mate? Is that like serious? But you know what? They've been getting better and better, and the commercials have been getting better. So it must be a lot of farmers out there. I don't know. So I think she lives in Durham. I think she lives out on the edge of town where there's barely any internet. It says, please stay in contact with me. Oh, that's you, Melissa, saying that. So, yes, Melissa is open. If you click the little person next to our name, you will be connected to us on Twitter. And you can post a question. You'll be surprised how dry you can get. She's trying to come in. We're going to get her in one more time before we hit, since that's a niche for sure. So telling your story, telling your business story, telling your personal story is very important. The way you tell your story, the medium you tell your story in, it's very important. Melissa has been able to really garner her success and build her success. This isn't her first rodeo. And so she's taken each thing. I'm sure she learned a lot on her first tour. I mean, one of the questions I wanted to ask you before we left was, you said that you hired a manager. What even came into your mind to say, oh, I need to hire a manager? I mean, it's a great idea, but what made you even think that?
One of the things about me, I believe in staying in my lane. I believe that there are certain things that I do best. I know what I do best, and what I don't do best, I hire an expert to do the rest. So because that it was my first book, actually someone heard me spoke and then recommend her to me, and then once I connected with her off the bat, we connected and we signed an agreement to go on 1 year. And it isn't a chance you're taking on yourself, and it's a great investment. One of the things that people fear is investment. It is great to invest in yourself. So for me, she was an expert of something that I didn't know what I was doing, and I wanted my name out there. And why not hire someone that can take you to the next level? She controlled everything,
Mm-hmm.
my booking, my speaking, my money, my contract, when I'm going to speak and booking the hotels. She did everything. All I had to do was be cute and show up. and speak.
And that makes
So
such a
it
big
was
difference. It makes such a big
such a
difference.
big.
You
It's a
don't
relief
have
off
to
of
worry
you.
about that. And let me just say this about investing in yourself. And I know that it always sounds like people are just trying to squeeze money out of you and just like, oh, you don't invest in yourself and you need to spend some money with me. And that is not where I'm coming from. And I remember when I was beginning in business and I did not understand when people said you have to invest in yourself. And let me just say this about investing in yourself. It's never a mistake to invest in yourself. I find so many people that will come to me or they'll come to Melissa for certain advice and they need certain things, but they are unwilling to pay for it for themselves. And what happens is that they really think that they're going to get this in-depth knowledge, this in-depth treatment, this in-depth stuff without investing in themselves. They don't trust themselves to make a good choice. They're worried about investing and
True.
not getting anything out of it. And I'm going to tell you, there's always going to be a time where you don't have the perfect judgment and you invest in something that doesn't turn out. Um, a couple of years ago, I was trying to figure out how to get more leads with my and this is probably 5 years ago now because it was a while ago. I was trying to figure out how to get more leads with my crowdfunding people. And I would get trickle in, but I wasn't getting it like I was. And so I invested in myself and took a course from someone I saw online. She seemed like she was killing it, seemed like it was great. I flew up, that was a cost. The hotel was one of the most expensive hotels in San Francisco. It was the Hyatt. That was some cost, I mean, just eating lunch at the Hyatt was $25, And when you haven't had a lot of leads coming in, your money isn't flowing like it
Hmm.
was. So this wasn't a perfect time for me to invest. And I went ahead and I went and I stayed all weekend and I did the course. I did not buy the next course that they were trying to say you should buy because I wanted to take what I had home and do it and make it work. And I took what I had home and I implemented it, and my leads dried up to nothing.
Wow.
Okay. I went 60 days with
Wow.
nothing. And I finally had to come to the point where I was like, well, I don't know what else to tweak. I don't know what else to
Mm.
change. But at least my method was bringing some people in. At least I was in a conversation with people. I wasn't even having any conversations with people. And I went back to my old method, which trickled some people in. I would get sales here and there. And I just had to say, whatever was going on with that product, either I didn't get it or I didn't implement it correctly, or it just wasn't for me. Um, I had to take a chance and invest in me. I couldn't sit there and say, "Oh my God, I just blew $5,000," because by the time you take the course,
Yeah.
fly up, eat, I couldn't sit there and focus on that. I just had to focus on the lesson. And what was
Yeah.
the lesson? The lesson for me, and I'm not saying this is a lesson for anybody else, but the lesson for me was that when I looked at her testimonials, there was no one in her testimonials that looked like me. And I
Mm.
made a decision from that time on that I would never buy a product from someone who did not have a testimonial from somebody that at least looked like me.
Mm.
Because the environment
Wow.
that I went into, I didn't feel was particularly nurturing or caring about me. Even though there were some people there I knew.
Wow.
So that was the lesson for me. Not saying this is for you, not saying this, but if you ever get to the point of where you are not going to spend any more money, and I've had conversations with hundreds of people that just say, "I'm sorry, last time I spent money, stuff didn't work out, and I am not spending any more money." I've met those people, had conversations with those people. I just have to say, honestly, you're killing your business because you can't
Wow.
move forward.
Yeah.
There comes a point where all
That's
the
true.
free stuff is great, but then there comes a point where
Hmm.
you've got to invest in you. If you no longer believe enough in yourself to spend money on you, get out of the
So true.
business because you're wasting your time.
Mm. True.
Good, just give it up. Go
So
back to
true.
work, go home. I mean, I don't know about any of you guys, but I don't have to do this hustle if I don't want to. Okay. I've done a lot in my life. I've been blessed in my life. I can shut everything down, stop doing everything, and I can live just fine. Okay. I love what I do. But if I ever get to the point where I'm not willing to spend money on me to get better, man, that's the kiss of death. You are the walking dead at that point. So
Yeah.
so that's all I want to say is that when you meet people, and I always bring people on that are worth investing, even if you don't want to work with me, there are some people on here that you want to work with, and there's some people on here that you want to get to know and you want to connect with. And all of these people have blabs. When's your next blab?
My next blab will be is every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, you can find me here, at Melissa S. Lambert. So, it's just a circle of women that's coming together to share their stories. So, I mean, please come on and join the group. We would love to hear your story because every woman has a story. You just hasn't been told yet. So we are excited, for you to come and share every Monday. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Blab.
All righty. Well, thank you. Let's see. We had one more person join. I think we had a new person join. And Diva Michelle 44.
That was David. Michelle joined, and yeah, Michelle.
Okay. Diva Michelle. It's Michelle Roberts. Hi. Okay. Sometimes when people change their name, I'm looking for your Twitter name and I'm not sure what's what. Okay, great. So everybody follow Michelle Roberts. That is awesome. You can also follow people that if you see them in the chat room, you can just click their name. A little box comes up. It won't take you out. A box comes up and you can click and follow them. So if you're not already following, please do that. So thank you guys for joining us. We had 22 people. We have about 8 minutes left. You want to hang out 8 more minutes? Can you hang 8 more minutes, Melissa?
Yes, I can. I'm good because after this is work.
After this work.
It's time for promotion. I mean, it doesn't. You don't stop. I mean, it's a high that I enjoy. This is a movement. HOIC became a movement for us. With your teaching on marketing and strategy and how to get yourself out there. It's a joy to share with with people on social media.
It is fun.
Yeah, I have 8 minutes, Dr.
You
Wright.
have 8 minutes.
I'm enjoying this.
Okay.
We're having fun
We're
here.
having fun. Open seat for you, Michelle. Open seat, healer, Ava Laura. Michelle's taking a seat. Da, da, da,
wait a minute. Let me put on my
Bam.
stuff.
You guys are about to get in for a trip.
Dear Michelle.
She teaches you to do it right?
She got a training. She got a training. That's right.
Let me represent right. Wait a minute.
Digital headphones. When you get training from Dr. Wright at Showtime Media Academy, I tell you what so that it works for you. Welcome, hon. Give her props for coming
Dr.
in.
Wright teaches you.
Yay.
Honey,
Welcome,
now,
Michelle
Dr. Wright
Roberts.
teaches you right, honey. I got the Logitech camera looking at me and my Logitech headphones. So,
That's right. See, perseverance.
I guess I'm the only one who don't have a headphone.
Yes, Missy. Yeah. Well, the one thing I will say about Blab is that, like Skype, the sound will bounce. And so you could probably get away with it because we all have our headphones on. But if you got 4 people with no headphones, it's terrible. So if you guys are doing your own Blab, invest in some good headphones. Here's the thing. People will ignore bad picture. They will not listen to bad sound. They will not listen to bad sound. So that's it's really important, and I teach that to everybody. So last few minutes, Michelle, give us a little heads up. What you doing? What you got going on? How can people find
Michelle
you?
Roberts from MichelleRoberts.com. I will have a special relationship blab this Friday at 9 p.m. You can find me at www.michelleroberts.com. I'm on social media, Facebook, M.A. Roberts, INC. I look forward to connecting with you guys.
Very good. And just say hi to everybody. Sevilla just joined.
Hey
Julie
y'all.
Hustles just
I'm
joined.
about to bed, so I gotta say hey y'all.
Tina Greer just joined. Hi, Tina. Uniquely Hooked. That's a cool name. I don't know what she's doing. Uniquely Hooked. Hi. LT Millionaire. Hi. Thank you guys for joining. I guess this is last minute people. It's like, we're going to get in there in the last 5 minutes.
I know, right?
Okay, so Letitia Nicole, you did not really get in there. You're on. Let's go back to talking about your book and what you have coming up.
I know. Can you hear
missed
me
a lot
now,
of it.
though?
Yes,
all right,
we
'cause I'm
can.
on
We
the
got you now.
computer. So, yeah, and computer in the country. Well,
Farmer's knocking at her door. Now she's taking farmers. You guys can't get Mr. Beatty has beat you up. You can't come get her.
well, I talked about my first book, which is Speak Life, and that's 100-day devotional. Y'all got that one, or did it cut off? All right. Okay, the first book is called Speak Life, which is a 100-day devotional, which teaches you how to speak life into your career, relationships, business, and and finances. And what it does is it teaches you every day how to speak life into it. You have the power of life and death in your tongue, and those that love it will eat its fruit. And you decide what kind of fruit you want to eat. So if you want to say, I am rich now, you got to speak it with authority. That's what that book is teaching you how to do. Or for me, I was saying, I like my husband today. Okay, tell the truth, shame the devil. And then you start like really, really liking them. You keep saying it. You keep saying it. I'm just joking. Anyway, but it teaches you how to speak life into every area of your life. And it's interactive. You write down your goals every day, and it also teaches you how to pray about it. So that's my first book. My second book is called Unsilence. It's about domestic violence. Myself and 8 other co-authors wrote about real life situations that happened to us and how we got out of them. So it's actually tools for you or your friend, or maybe a mother or a father or somebody that you know that's in this type of relationship that you want to help them get out of. You can give them this book, and there's tools and numbers and places they can go and shelters. So that's my second book, which is very, very, very intimate and dear to me. It just came out this May 2nd. So this October 24th will be my first time actually speaking publicly about that incident. So it's still real kind of fresh, but I will be speaking about it. So that's my 2 books. And of course, I'm in the Head Ladies in Charge, the movie. Woo-hoo! And I'm telling my story. Yeah, I'm telling my story so God can get the whole entire glory. So I'm excited about that. Melissa, you're doing an awesome job. I'm excited about what you girls are doing, because you're about to come out with your second tour. Yes.
Thank you, honey.
There's a lot of touring going on, and these ladies know how to make it happen. Okay, we got 2 more minutes left. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you guys for watching. We did 27 people on our totally on our viewers. So kudos to you. Thank you guys. Thank you all the people that were sneaking in from work. I really appreciate you. Shh, we won't tell anybody that you snuck in and work. We're going to be here every Monday night, most Monday nights. Here's the challenge of the days I don't show up. I'm usually on travel. So, because I never know kind of what the internet's going to be like when I'm not in my own space. I'm here in my office, so I know what can happen and what cannot happen. But Monday nights is Media Monday. And if you like Monday nights, I got a special gift. Go ahead and tweet one more time and put #Media Monday. I am going to randomly select a winner and give you a really cool gift. I'll be emailing you because I need the place, to send it, but I'm going to send you something really nice. So if you had a great time tonight, put #Media Monday rocks. and I will be able to find that later. When you put the pound sign, I'll be able to find it later. Thank you so much for joining. We're at 8 o'clock. I'm anal about time, so I'm going to cut it off. Remember, ignoring one's conscience is neither safe nor right, and I'll see everybody next week. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.